Welcome, Chris is my name. So today we're diving into the Phalanx offer formation. Now, big problem, coaching, consultant, high ticket services, people have too many offers and they try to do too many things. They've got membership offers and they want to sell their book. They want to build a big long funnel that has a challenge here, a workshop here, and all this kind of stuff, right? And there's all these different offers, and here's the low ticket, here's the mid ticket, here's the recurring, here's the high ticket, here's the very high ticket when people are gonna, graduate to after that. And it just becomes way too many things to focus on at any one time. Okay, any good business, any great business did one thing well first, and then once it was very established, it started to diversify their offerings. Okay, so I'm always trying to reel people in with this stuff, be like, what is the core offer? Okay, now for a lot of people, that core offer is going to be your high ticket, because your high ticket is always going to be the fastest thing to get off the ground. Okay, so if you think about this, let's say you've got low ticket here, you could sell, just for example, a book. Okay, now here you've got your monthly recurring revenue. Maybe you're selling something for 27 to 300 a month or something around that range. Okay, mid ticket, and then you've got your high ticket. Okay, now here's the thing, when people are looking at this and they're looking at this, what they're not taking into consideration often is, how do you actually sell that thing? And the answer is, if you're selling anything below $1,000, you're going to be selling that thing on a sales page. Okay, meaning, what do you have to do to sell that? Well, your marketing has to be very, very strong. Your copywriting has to be very strong. Your offer has to be very dialed in. You're gonna have to put a lot of budget into ads and split test a lot of different things. Headlines on point. You gotta work through your average order value. You gotta get your upsell flow in place. Okay, it's a very advanced marketing stuff to nail low ticket offers or mid ticket offers. Okay, so if you're not there yet, you don't have a lot of marketing skill and experience, a lot of proof of concept, you really want to be looking towards your high ticket. And the reason that is because, like, let's say, for example, I see a lot of people, their first goal may be to get to 10K per month. Okay, now if you think about that, let's say you put together a high ticket offer for $2,500. And you can do this before you have a course, before you have anything. I have countless examples of people that do this. Jacob did it before he had a course. Lawrence did it before he had a course. Same with Arno, same with Sam, and same with Philip. Okay, before they built out a lot of stuff, right? They were already hitting 10K months, 16K weeks in Jacob's example. Sam just did a £10,000 week, right? No course, no nothing. More than that, actually, just closed a 5th client in the last week there today. So let me come back here. So when you think about trying to get to this $10,000 month, you want to think about, how do I sell 4 of these? Okay, 4 packages. Well, if you think about that, if you have a decent closing rate percentage, if you have a solid sales system, like the one I teach with people, guided discovery method, I'll show you more about that on another video, you should be able to close at about 40%, okay, at least. If you're not even that experienced, but you have a solid structure. Now, when you get good and you got some marketing to support you, you should be getting up to 50, even 60%. That's where I've been at for the last 3 years. Let's say you're closing at 40, okay? And you need 4 sales to hit your 10K a month. Well, you have to take 10 calls. Now, let me ask you, what's more difficult to do, right? Building a whole sales page, getting somewhere from, let's say 50 to 200 customers a month, or driving 10 conversations. And 99 times out of 100, this is going to be easier. And this is going to be much easier if you run with your high ticket first and you prioritize this and you dial this in. You get it really, really solid. And then after doing that, you can start to diversify into whatever you want to do, right? Monthly recurring revenue, you can start to build out your low ticket funnel. It's very important to get proof of concept first. It's important to do this. It's important to see that your product is something that people want to buy. It's important to get people in the door, right? People for you to work with, so you really understand the problem more, so you understand what people want more, and that's only going to help your marketing when you go to enter the space and jump on ClickFunnels and build your funnels and do all that kind of stuff, right? So I hope that's clear for you. Now, the Phalanx offer formation is essentially how you position your high ticket offer, because a lot of people are like, well, I don't know how to sell something for $3,000. Like, that seems like a lot. I've only got me, right? Well, it's all about how you position the offer, and it's all about who you're speaking to. Okay, so if you create the right offer for the right person, the right market, that's when this is going to work. Okay, so let me break these down. First things first, right person. Do they have budget? right? What's the problem? Are you solving a big problem? Are you painting a picture or creating a big result that that person wants in their life? Usually in wealth, in health, or in their relationships. These are the things that people want, okay? Specific, measurable results, okay? Not fluffy, I'm gonna help you feel your life purpose more, right? That can be a thing. Personal development definitely can sell for sure, but you have to, these are the things that people will always invest in, right? There's a great old saying, what are the three industries that never ever go out of business? Get paid, get laid, lose weight. So if you're helping someone with personal development, you want to think about mapping it into these three realms. So specific results, how much weight are they going to lose? Relationships, how many dates are they going to go on? Or if they're in a relationship, how much less fighting are they going to have with their partner? Think about that. Sorry, this is wealth over here. What is the increase in monthly revenue, right? Specific measurable results. These are what people get invested in. This is why people invest high ticket prices. So that's the utility of it. Now, same thing, there's a lot of people doing that, right? There's a lot of coaches, stuff like this. So you really need to be unique. So it's all about the unique mechanism. So for example, this is a unique mechanism, right? I'm showing you the Phalanx offer formation. Have you ever heard of that before? Probably, possibly not. Where this comes from, Alexander the Great, his Macedonian army stacked them into the Phalanx formation. That's how he, obliterated most of the known world before he was 30 years of age, right? Stacks of 100 men, very impenetrable wall of soldiers, okay? So I'm really inspired by that stuff. So I take things that inspire me and I create intellectual property, right? To paint pictures for people, to show people things. This is very unique. These are unique mechanisms. Because if I just say, hey, here's how to use funnels and Facebook ads to get clients online, is there anything unique about that? Is that going to stop the thumb? Is that going to draw people in? Is that going to get people engaged? No, it's not, because it's just like everybody else, right? So what is your unique process that you take people through that essentially brings someone from where they are, their pain, solving their problem, and getting them to that big result that they want? And you really want to kind of position this as a very kind of holistic, I'm walking you by the hand, or this is done for you if it's services, right? And it's all going to be cruisy and easy. We're going to go down here and we're going to get, well, it doesn't have to be cruisy and easy, but it has to feel like they don't have to think too much, or there's not a whole bunch of ambiguity as to whether or not they're actually going to get the result. It has to be clear for them, okay? Now, when I say done for you, what I'm really talking about, so when somebody comes into my program, it's not done for you. They have to do the work, right? But I give them everything that I possibly can, okay? So I give them out-the-box funnels and assets. I give them my ebooks. I give them email sequences. I give them ads to run. I give them countless examples. I critique their copy. I go through their copy. I polish it up for them before they're pushing it out there online. I do a lot of these things to really, really help people. Why? Because if I just give someone a course, they're going to feel like, oh my God, how many hours of video training am I going to have to go through? How much work am I going to have to do? So I do a lot of the work before people, share all the funnel templates so they don't have to think about that. I just give them the strategies, bang, here you go. Okay, so that feels quite done for you, okay? So without the things they hate, what do people hate? They hate hard work. They hate thinking too much, okay? So you really want to position your offer as being a bit of a silver bullet, okay? And then the last little piece is, how are you positioning yourself in the marketplace? Again, this is about being unique. This is how you create a blue ocean of people that really resonate with you. You want to build your own tribe of people that really connect with you, your voice, your message, your story, okay? And everything that's unique about you, okay? So positioning is about two things, really. It's about character and it's about results, right? They're the two sides of the coin of trust, okay? So character is, for me, I do capoeira, right? I'm mad into martial arts. I had adrenal fatigue, right? I used to be a professional soccer coach, okay? All kinds of things like that. I'm a bit hippy dippy and spiritual, and I do a lot of yoga, and I took ayahuasca and all these kind of things. People hear about this before they come in to potentially work with me. This is my character. This is what I'm about, okay? And you really want to think about sharing all of your story, warts and all. So I tell people how I burned businesses to the ground in the past, how I broke down into a state of adrenal fatigue, almost screwed up my relationship, right? How I was really at ground zero after building businesses for years and I had to start all over again. So I share all that stuff, right? Now, at the same time, I want to position myself expertly, right? So do you, okay? Because I can't just say I'm terrible. Sometimes coaches do this during this kind of masochistic, trying to be overtly vulnerable, and they just tear themselves down too much without picking themselves up. Well, who's going to get invested in that person? Whoa, I don't know, there's a bit of caution there, right? So when I'm talking about marketing and stuff, I don't say, hey, do it like this. I show here, or here's all the results, here's all the proof. I spent close to $1 million in Facebook ads. I show people the back end of my ClickFunnels, right? I tell people about how many sales calls I've done and the percentage of sales calls I close and all these kind of things, right? This is all positioning me as an expert, right? And you want to think in whatever realm you're in, what are some things that you could share with your market that will benefit the sale, okay? Now, when you nail all these pieces, that's when you have just stacked up your Phalanx formation offer, okay? And provided you build it out in the right way, which are high ticket, you get your pricing right, and then you build it in a way that can scale. So for example, I coach people in groups, right? So I don't have to coach so many different people and use all of my time doing that. I coach people in groups, I put people through courses, right? So I go done with you along the journey to get them to the top of the mountain, okay? So you stack everything up in your favor and you present the offer so it's very alluring to people. That's when you have everything you need to sell copious amounts of high ticket programs. So that is the Phalanx offer formation. So I hope you got some clarity on this. Now, to end, here's a little offer for you, okay? Look, if you are unclear on any of these pieces, if you're not really sure about how to stack these all up, or there's anything you're not certain on, maybe your intellectual property, you don't understand how to package that up in a very kind of alluring, captivating, intriguing way that really captures the journey that you take your clients on, or if you don't really understand the problems that you're solving for people or what it is that people really want, if there's any level of ambiguity around your market or your message or your offer, who you're targeting, how to position yourself, your business model, anything like that, okay, I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and go deep with you for about 45 minutes, okay? So if that appeals to you, I don't hold anything back in these calls. I literally just show up, serve, and help people get clarity on the biggest boulders that they need to conquer right now, okay? So often people have massive insights, massive breakthroughs in these calls, and I really show up with all my energy to get you moving in the right direction as fast as possible, okay? So if that appeals to you, click down below, fill out a quick little form, come and have a chat with me. Otherwise, I hope you got some value. Hope you can see how I use the little Phalanx offer formation just there, right? You know, how I'm presenting an offer, how I'm positioning myself and everything I'm doing. I hope you can see how it works, okay? And how you might be able to repeat this yourself as well, okay? So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video or on that call if you book that in, okay? Take care.